313 versus everybody. Yeah. Look, Detroit be the name of the city where we pop tags, wearing Cartiers, getting litty. It ain't only shooting bang in the city, but more money, more problems. Ain't just a phrase if you dig me. It took some struggles just to get to where I got. Now I got it, I still need it, man. That hustle don't stop. You think you know us, but you about to learn a lot. See what happens when it's 313 versus everybody now.
Put the D on the map, yeah, everywhere we go. And it's lights, camera, action when we walk through the door. We the only ones in the city coming with a show. We the only ones in the city coming with a show.
The first arrival in Miami, I felt good. Nice breath of fresh air.
Boat, and then he take you out to the bigger boat. It was live and in person.
I feel so good right now, man. Oh my goodness.
I knew, but I wasn't really in tune with everything. But I just knew it was a surprise, so it was like, I just had to keep my mom out.
It's actually good to vacation, but no, I like, how you say, 4 seasons. No tornadoes, no hurricanes, none of that crazy stuff.
I got on it and I could do it the way I wanted to do it. Instead of somebody on my back, you going to do it?
I'm trying to ease my thoughts. I'm trying to keep these good vibes, but we can walk that walk. I got that spark. I'm smooth with the stars.
When it comes to my husband, all the extra stuff he do for me, he the best. And the bar is set high. I can't compete with him. What I'm supposed to do for his birthday?
313 versus everybody.
First landing in Atlanta, first time being here actually, and if anything, I expected warm weather. So tad bit disappointed for that, especially on the summer baby. So I don't really deal fucking with cold that much.
Atlanta with it. In the A, from the D to the A.
I don't really get out much. I had 2 jobs. I work a lot. So this vacation for me and be with my family is like a plus 100,
Cold and wet, tired, you bet, but all that I soon forget with my mind.
When we first got off the planes and departed, we went to go pick up our cars, and then we came to acquire the house.
First time being around a lot of cars over 150, 200, no, specifically over $250,000. Luxury exotic cars, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Rolls Royces, Bentleys, some real ATL, LA type stuff that you don't really have in Detroit.
No, both of them were nice. We picked up the Lamborghini Urus, and then we also did the Bentley truck, which was nice. That's one of the things as a young man you try to notch off your bucket list. I want to get to the NBA. I want to drive a Lamborghini. All the same.
Things caught me by surprise when we got here to the Airbnb.
Now, I ain't trying to knock nobody or nothing. I ain't trying to cock block either. But let me know what's going on. If ain't no sexual relationships going on up in here, then it should be no problem with the 4 women sleeping in the room together and then the men working it out. So you want somebody to say, huh? What auntie said. What auntie said. 4 women in the room and then let the men figure it out.
The argument came about because given on what had went on with Barrina and Smiles, I wasn't expecting what went on, especially given what we had talked about prior to. So it kind of threw me off a bit, but once I noticed what was going on and what was happening, I kind of tried to clear things up because of what I was told.
Let me say this right now. Let me say this right now. Let me step right here on the floor right now. If I'm stepping on somebody's toes, correct me, okay? I don't have no, if y'all two want to be in the same room, say it. Do y'all. But all I'm saying,
it kind of made me start treating him a different type of way because I felt like he had ill intentions. That was what I was led to believe from what I heard. And that's what not really led to believe, that's what I believe because that's what I was told.
well, somebody about to be out. Somebody's still out. That's what I'm saying. We gotta make it work some kind of way.
There's only one bed in that room.
Right, that's why I said it was 2 beds last time and y'all did good. Did y'all want to do that again?
We slept in the same bed last
I know.
We all went to Miami for the birthday. He was the DJ to come. And, you know, he let me know, and yeah, we kicked it, had fun. We had fun in Miami. A few nice little memories. Got to know each other, jet skis, but you know what I'm saying? We had fun.
And why the poor women can't sleep and it'll free up some rooms? Because some people don't have nowhere to go or want to go, and I can understand that the men don't want to sleep together.
Terra, only thing I said was 2 people in one bed. That was the
No, you know what you did. You made sure you creeped your little butt right on behind Barrina, and if that's what y'all want to do, that's fine.
I'm saying that was not my intention.
If y'all in relationship, that's different. But if y'all not, what's the problem?
I would sleep on the couch.
I don't go too fast, too soon. So Miami was a little, you know, small doses.
Don't insinuate.
No, I'm not insinuating. I'm not insinuating at all, okay?
We just read it up other people. Now you're making it about us.
It's about all of us.
And whatever you want me to do,
It's about all of us.
but don't make it like that.
We just trying to make it comfortable. We just trying to make it comfortable. That's all. That's it.
I found out he liked me in Miami. He asked to date me in Miami. We had a little period where I hadn't heard from him in a while.
We don't want nobody coming here playing with people's feelings and being fake and lying to kick it, okay? Because what happens is, it's a trickle effect and it causes tension with one another, like if it's women versus men or who the person is or whatever, and it doesn't have to be like that. But if people are for it and with it, just keep it amongst yourselves. Don't share it with anybody here because your business is your business. But when it affects the whole group, because us as women go through a lot, period. I don't want to be around no creep. And it's a certain way you handle things and do business. Don't bring that in this group. We don't want that. We want everybody to stay genuine. If you ain't genuine, please leave it in the 313. Whatever they're doing, honestly, it is their business. Like I said, once I seen what it is what it is. I'm not here to control anybody, and I can't control nobody but me and my own. The vibe I got when I first went into Juicy Crab, it was just lit. It was like a club, somewhere to eat, live entertainment, all in one. So, and you from the 313, that's what we live for. We love to get it in, have a good time, and when we go out, that's how we do. So that was right up our alley when we went in there, and we just joined right in.
I'm a good judge of character, right? You just don't do, this is the way you do things. So I looked at the guy, you know, and I just said, is he the type of guy that allow me to, you know, get on the turntables for real so I won't waste my time? So I looked at him and I just read him a little bit. And I said, yeah, he one of those guys. You know, I'm a good bettor. A lot of people don't let you touch something that they serious about. You know, cameras and shit. And guess what? The next song he had, he was like, come on, DJ Smiles from 313. Go ahead and get on there.
Come on, this first heavy. Come on, DJ Smiles. With the stars in the skies.
They doing the karaoke, got the DJ up on the scene.
We don't have nothing like that set up in the 313. You could just walk right in and walk into a club setting like that when you're trying to get these tables to get something to eat.
Get your foot up off my neck. Get your foot up off my neck. Get your foot up.
Probably some of the best corn I ever had in my life.
I'm not a seafood person, but sometimes I had cravings. And that particular night, been eating them the whole day. That was the first thing we seen. I know a lot of my other family members mess with seafood. I was like, fuck it. I want a seafood boil, which I ate. But before all that, like I said, I like good environment, good music, good food. Yeah, we had fun until we left.
When I left the restaurant, when we left, we go out. You know, we done had a good time in the restaurant, good energy. We go right out to the parking lot, and one of the windows to the rental had been busted out.
Oh.
Wow, really?
Busted out. They left my fucking groceries right there.
Did they take our groceries?
No.
So that just really kind of just spoiled the mood for a short period of time. Because you try to go to places that you feel is secure, and with businesses being open, cameras all around, the last thing we would have expected was to walk out and find that a window had been busted. And when we seen people still in the lot, sitting around watching, they act as if they didn't see anything. They didn't try to intervene. They didn't do nothing. They just was there like it's normal.
Really, Atlanta?
Really?
Really?
Really, Atlanta?
Hey, they know for that shit, though. They shit all these businesses.
Come on now. See, okay, 313 versus everybody. Y'all think we get rowdy, but we gonna keep the love alive. We gonna keep the love alive, but at the end of the day, listen, we'll play. I can't believe this.
Like, this must
I thought that you were like maybe thinking like,
Oh my God! How far is we? I left my groceries right there too.
Oh my Lord,
left my shit.
I don't think anybody was watching us or targeting us or something like that. They just seen a nice car and was just like, fuck it, we just, let's look for something.
Is that what they do?
I got a whole bottle of mango right here.
They was hating. They wasn't trying to take nothing. Where's the glove box open? What was in the glove box, y'all? Was anything in the glove box? Because it's open.
The busting the window out, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody got to answer to that, you know? I know that people think they can just do whatever they want to do to anybody, but...
Man, the first night of that broken window when that happened to us when we got here, man, I really thought it was going to put a dapper to our vacation.
They didn't steal anything. They just damaged the property.
They just gonna hate just like that. They ain't take none of our food or nothing. They just bust the window. This is reality.
We bring all the love and everything.
They say all this happened in 313. We in the ATA. This ain't never happened to me at home.
And it wouldn't get busted out, okay?
Right, that's what I just said. I said this ain't never happened to me at home. What they call us, the dirty bitch.
We should have went on to Vegas.
I didn't want to come here at all. Like, period, I didn't. I wanted to go to Vegas. I feel like I was forced to compromise or water down my particular birthday celebration by coming here. So for me, it was just getting on the plane, coming this way gave me the wrong vibe. And so maybe I put that negative energy in the atmosphere, because no sooner than we got here, weird stuff was just popping off, you know? The little wannabe goons down here, or somebody decided they wanted to break our window. So we had to deal with that. It sucks because it threw us, it threw us all off, because we spent 5-6 hours the next day just trying to get that stuff situated and, you know, dealing with the police and the police reports and all that other kind of stuff. It was just, how could I say it? A killjoy. That's what it was, actually.
Let's take a trip. Got a shorty shotgun and she twisting up a spliff. I mean, ain't it a trip? Seen a dime with a.
Alright, so now we gotta call the police because somebody took it upon themselves to bust out our windows while we were out enjoying a dinner last night. So, you know, I'm not quite sure if it was targeted. I tried to make a police. We didn't stick around last night because it was late. We was trying to get back, and then, you know, we was out on this, so, you know, we on the timetable. So we went back. You know, we went back to the pad. And I tried to make it then, but then he said, "Well, you can't. Now you got to go all the way back to the scene of the crime, then call us." So now we gotta figure that. So I don't know. Hopefully my day will get better. But right now it's jacked.
Fingers crossed with some luck, I be whipping on Porsches. The chicks will be on my job. You know chicks, they love the cock. When I rise and shine,
We'll stop over here in Kroger first because they control that camera right there. And when I went into them last night, they said just come see the store manager today, access it, and go ahead and get the cops out here. We sat out there for a little while, waiting and waiting. We called the police departments and nobody picked up the phone. We actually had to call 911, not once, but twice, and just to get a cop car out there. My name is Taylor Todd. So, you know, it was just before we could even see the footage, I had to acquire the police report. And, you know, it got to the point where we got actually tired of waiting. I was actually getting ready to drive to the precinct. And no sooner than we pull up out of the parking lot, here they come with their lights on, coming in. So we were there, right there.
You say there, where?
The Juicy Crash.
Juicy Crash.
All right, now it happened last night, but when it was late once we left, so I made it once we got back to our place. And the officer I talked with on the phone said, well, we got to come back here to the scene. But we was parked right over there where it had access, where it possibly had access to the that security light right there in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody and just bust the window out.
All right. Copy that.
And so it's a rental. So, you know, before I even notify them, I had to do a police report.
Yeah,
and then before I could even, I asked Kroger if they could, you know, pull the cameras to last night. They even told me that I needed a police report, but for the most part, just to make sure our insurance is all good once we take the car back.
Now, were you driving this one or you driving this one?
So we got both of them, but the car was actually parked. Well, nobody.
Okay, nobody was driving. Okay,
but it's up under me and my wife.
Okay, so you got your ID and I can give you a case number.
Officer Johnson from Zone 2. Dude, you did the best. Like if you need a job, man, come holler at me. Cause you look nice on camera, man. You was a little bit extra. So you know, shout out to Officer Johnson down there in Atlanta PD, Zone 2.
All right. And I'll be right back. You can sit in the car and not get wet. This is Zone 2 precinct. It's the main number here, so sorry it's getting wet. But if you need a physical copy for Hertz, that's all you need to do is call over the precinct about 7 to 10 days, and then they'll print it for you. But all you need to do to give the insurance company is this case number right here.
Okay, and that's a 4, right?
Yes, sir, that's it.
All right, gotcha. All right, thank you.
All right, brother, be safe.
Anytime you renting those type of vehicles, man, it do require a lot. All right, so they need to make sure that, one, you can't rent them if you don't have full coverage insurance. And not only do you have to have full coverage insurance, you have to have certain clauses in your insurance that covers X amount of dollars in bodily harm damage, which means, like, for example, to rent a Lamborghini, we had to make sure that our insurance covered at least $300,000 in personal injury should something happen.
Everywhere we go, every city, every state, we must make it stop. Atlanta weed dispensary. Luckily, we was able to find one. And they ain't have all the best strands, but it was something to smoke. You know, because I like to do, that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? I like to roll me a little blunt, be tucked off to the side, doing my thing. But for one, they're too fucking expensive.
You get that Girl Scout too.
Didn't even give me no deal. I think I spent almost $300, over $300 on that boy. He didn't give me no deal. He actually charged me a little higher. It got me to buying into pre-rolls. I gave him 9T though, so it all worked out. You know, it was still a good buy.
And so I'm not too familiar with them. When we went in there, we bought like treats and stuff for everybody here. Some of them came like brownies and Fruity Pebbles.
There's trust there. I don't trust many people, but there's a level of trust there from him. So you're good.
Terra can get emotionally attached to situations that don't even involve her if she loves you.
You know, I feel like he good people for real. If he didn't, I'd have been like, nope. But nah, we only like good people around us. That's why I didn't want nothing to deter that, because I had started developing and acting a certain way towards you off some things, and I ain't want that. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. That's why the whole thing with yesterday or whatever, that's why I went and I said what I said, and I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? I just had to get it out, because that's all. You follow what I'm saying? That's all. We don't want nobody, you know, like what I said yesterday. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
She didn't like the way he was handling me. Not her, me. DJ. She didn't like the way the DJ was handling our situation.
I just needed to get certain things out, because we don't want no problems and no stuff coming about.
It's just the way you did.
But that's me. I'm sorry, that's me. But you don't know what else happened behind the scenes. All you know is my reaction, but you don't know how things affected me by me and her being so close. I'm just me. This is me. I don't know him, and I'm really not the type of person to be sitting up going around arguing with men and doing that type of stuff either, and I'm a woman, you know, but it's just the way it came out, and I just wanted to address it right then and there. And when I was trying to smooth things out, really it was like an apology without saying I'm sorry, you know, flat out I'm sorry. I was saying I've been treating you a certain type of way, and, you know, I kind of laughed it off, but he piggybacked, and then it woke it up again, and things led from one thing to another.
I think the best thing for y'all to do is go upstairs and talk about it, right? Not in front of everybody, right? As husband and wife?
As husband and wife.
Right. I'm making an example.
Right. As husband and wife.
I'm just making it.
Husband and wife. You are correct.
I ain't finished though.
Go ahead.
If something was going on with you, or if you had something to talk to him about, you would.
Honey, we all on camera the whole time.
All right.
Go ahead.
That was it.
You ain't say nothing.
That was all I wanted to say.
Cause you don't want to say it on camera?
No, that was it.
What? I didn't hear nothing. You didn't say nothing. You cut me off and said you weren't finished.
Live, baby. We live in charge, man.
I mean, let's get it out. My main thing was,
I'm just used to staying out of the business, man. That's it.
But when people put you in their business and it affects them, okay, then
Well, did she put you in her business?
Yeah. So that's why I'm acting like that. All of us was in it.
Because I want to put y'all in the bed
I don't like
together.
to be in the spotlight.
It ain't about the spotlight. Who's in this spotlight?
If I put her in the business, back on her as a sister, that's what she's saying. If you talk to
But when you talk to somebody, to me, to me, if you talk to somebody as a sister, that don't mean that you go back and tell everybody what y'all talked
She
about.
don't know
That
everything.
means
You
that
don't know what she know.
that
You don't know
means
what she talking about as far as that area. She going off of her own feelings, the way
Thank
she
you.
is,
Thank you.
and off of what I said to you this morning.
but that
First of all, let me just say this, okay? Because at the end of the day, long as me and my sister is okay, that's all that matters, okay? But I'm not trying to disrespect nobody or nothing, but we all women as a whole, we all here a group as a whole, and we don't want nobody coming up in here making no bad blood for us. Because a lot of times with men involved and stuff like that, sometimes things go left with sisters, family members, and everything else. It's just people need to be respectful on what they're doing and say what they want, but leave it. Yeah.
If you want to just mess around,
Yeah.
have sex and fun,
Right.
they need to be addressed that.
Right. Don't be going around lying and making people catch
When
feelings.
it become a relationship, that's something two people
different.
have to talk about.
That's right.
And let each other know where they stand at. I tried to tell my niece to just leave it alone because evidently it's feelings involved. And just let it be. Because it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
What people gotta understand is when we all here together and we all was right here together, been here, and then we let newcomers in, to us, we are each other's business. Flat out, we are each other's business.
you talking about somebody else or something else. That's not
Well, you the one keep talking. You had took yourself out of it. And it could be taken out, period. You don't have to be in it.
You giving it energy.
Well, I'm gonna give it energy. You want me to break it down?
Oh.
You want me to break it down?
Not at all.
I'm gonna break it down.
How can we get the car fixed? Let's talk about something
But
else.
you can go back in the room because I'm gonna speak on it, period, but it ain't gotta be about you. Our relationship that we've had for many years, the sisterhood, is like, to me, I felt like he was trying to get in her head, and I just felt like he stepped out of bounds. That's when I really got upset because I felt like, okay, I see what you doing. Really, I felt like he's trying to come in between us because you start playing with the mind, you know, sometimes people fall for it, you know, it doesn't have to be on purpose, but sometimes that's just the way things go.
Somebody else? Anybody?
Everybody done went through something, but I ain't never been dropped off for 30 days. I ain't never been dropped off for 30 days. We all done went through some stuff. We all done went through some stuff. My thing is people need to own their stuff or don't bring it. Don't tell nobody no business in.
Is this helping or hindering?
You answer that. What is it doing for you? What are you trying to do?
I just don't like it that y'all so close and you actually going right at her. I think I thought y'all.
Who is you though? But who is you to say what I'm doing? But how did you do her? The reason why how I feel. But she don't need you to talk for her. Is you her man? Is you her man or you her friend?
Do I love him? It wasn't enough time to love him. I guess as he would say, you know, I love everybody. I believe in Jesus and all that, so I love all my brothers and sisters. But as far as a romantic love, no, there was no room or chance for that, you know? So no.
Man, I love everybody, man. I'm really like that type of person, you know? I don't love her. I love everyone. Just not deep. I guess I'm saying it the wrong way. Yeah, I have love for her. Like I love everyone, and I'm just like that, regardless if I know you or not.
45 years old, I don't really have no regrets. I know what I'm doing, grown woman.
You're not alone.
My grandma personally used to stay around the corner. Actually, the one I'm wearing on my chest. My grandmother passed. It did a really big impact on me, even still to this day, because I still haven't specifically healed from that grief. One, I'm almost 30, and this happened almost 2 years ago. And that was really like my first close death, let alone like mother figure. And at the same time, it was at a place to which honestly, I was at my highest point at life, but something so hard that can get me to my lowest point happened. So it kind of had me at a off balance to not even sinking a lot of stuff into what happened and walking around since like an empty soul in a way, but still here in this world.
Just passing, you know, that really started a whole different side of me that I didn't know exactly about, especially let alone growing up, because she was like a mother figure to me and my brother, Julian specifically. By losing her last year, still adjusting to this, let alone me adjusting to this different lifestyle, not the road to riches, but the road to entrepreneurship. Working with y'all on this construction stuff, trying to take all that in and still try to roll with the punches.
So it's still welling on you about the loss?
Well, that's welling on me, but at the same time, I learned, or not really having a father figure, but having my brother, my uncle, my stepfather around to help me to become a man, that really helped me to take some pains a little different. Still not healed, it's almost 2 years ago, but that's one reason why I wear it on my chest every day.
Some of the emotions, you know, I was going through because like not having a father there, you know, when you need him, you know, you gotta look for a brother, a sister, a brother-in-law, you know, you feel like your father should be number one, you know, but you gotta go to your other siblings. You know, I was just like, it kind of hurt me for him to go through that because he's my younger cousin, you know.
The emotions I felt, it's all real and it's not nothing new because he's one of my cousins on my father's side that I talk to a lot. And let alone I've been in situations for those conversations to make sure I am ready to have that conversation. Because I do understand that shit is deep and it does hurt me, you know, but I overcome that so I can speak it to somebody, because at the same time, you never know who is experiencing maybe the same thing and maybe that might help you. So basically by me speaking to someone that I know care for me and will help me with my situation, stuff like that easily rolls off my tongue and I feel definitely comfortable with.
Well, like you know specifically, I left my job.
Right.
To start doing a little bit more on myself, because I'm always doing this and that and ripping and running. And I've been definitely focusing more on my mental health and checking it. Since I've been in therapy for the last 2 years, that does play effect. But obviously with any and everything, it's how you deal with it and how you choose to, you know, go about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it don't always have to be as far as if you experience a hard death, because let alone I feel like I've been through a lot of obstacles. Right. And truth be told, honestly, that same week that I lost my grandmother, I also lost my firstborn child. My first child. Lost both of them in the same week. And that's also, well, I got this engraved on the back. And even like I said, because it's crazy, that situation happened, but let alone we also received another blessing, which is my niece, which is my brother's daughter. But just having that, and it brings joy, you know, to me as someone, but at the same time, still want to branch it out to make my own, but it's still all these gut punches I take through life, through reality, it helps me become a better man, better focused, and let alone keeping everybody in my circle around me. So I can get that balance.
Just the whole little situation, and then it just brought tears to my eyes, like that's the truth that he speaks. From you know, not really having a father figure to basically my father being a father figure in his life, to me being a father figure in his life, to, you know, certain other people like Taylor and a couple of his friends being, you know, a good positive role model in his life, and just how far along that he has come and what he has accomplished at such a young age, and he ain't picking up on the bad habits. He picking up on all the good habits.
Right. And understanding that any body, person, thing that's not good for me, I separate myself, which was a very hard thing to do as far as with walking out on this job that I've been in for about 8 years. It's a road. It's a road to recovery and all that, but at the same time, I'm always moving from this, moving from that. And that's also another thing I learned because I do a lot of moving to the fact in which I don't never sink in a lot of things because I'm consistently moving. And that's why I say I barely, even still to this day, I'm barely getting over the grief with my grandmother. But I understand life's happened, stuff happened, things happen. And I know I gotta do better stuff to get better.
Complete one area, man, then move to the next.
That works specifically in life. Yep, exactly. As far as moving.
Before moving forward, Because then if you need help back here, somebody can help you back here instead of you moving forward up here, and then you still need help back here.
We talk about like lifestyles, working, real life, life dealing things and situations that we can't overcome, I can overcome, stuff that might make me better, him better, the world better, black man better. Even helping me on my crafts, because as we doing right now, specifically for these last few months, been doing some constructions, and he a little bit more involved and have been involved longer than me. So even sometimes we do talk, he might tell me something about my craft that can be helping me.
The conversation me and Justin was talking about, it was like, I want to say, two cousins coming closer together, having a deep conversation about like problems, outside of each other, like in two different households, we had similar problems, but we was in two different households, So I felt like the conversation we had needed that, that brought us closer together. Yeah, he been doing good too, man. I watched you come a long way.
Thank you. Believe it or not, I learned stuff from you. I learned stuff from everybody that I keep around me, because I'm never too young or never too old to learn anything. And I take that and use that, to my advantage.
I just want to say one thing. If you ever needed somebody to talk to, if you didn't have Drew to call, you can call me. We can talk about it anytime, which you should already know that. We already talk on the phone.
Yeah, definitely.
Conversate about everything anyway, To me, I don't look at you as a little cousin, I look at you as my little brother, I treat everyone the same, I will make myself, more available for Justin, being there for him, having his back on whatever, and I'm pretty sure he'll do the same for me, and I'm his big cousin,
Yeah, I gotta keep dreaming, gotta keep going, yeah, I gotta keep pushing, gotta keep breathing, yeah, I gotta keep working, yeah, at least for the moment, it's out with $1 million, and I want my mansion, so my family knows that. We are set for life, yeah, ain't nothing that's gonna take over. Shit, know when they gonna take it, but I grab it, I'ma have it, I've been good to my habits, so I gotta do it, man, I tell them to math this, cause I've been really good, man, I want my status, damn, they gonna see that I do this, they gonna see that I did this, though, now they say, oh shit, I can't do the same when you kidding, bro, cause I spend my time just working, but I spend my time just grinding, and I spend my time in the studio with these lyrics, just combining, just fortune all these diamonds, cause I made it from far, and nobody believed it, but I showed them what I was, it's sure. Cause I am